Today I'm showing you how to make a super easy one-pot meal. One of my favorite things to eat during the week and my kids, pasta. I love when I find these one-pot dishes where I can put everything in the crock pot, set it and forget it. If you like easy meals, easy recipes, easy desserts, make sure to hit that subscribe button because I'm always sharing easy ideas that are delicious. I never want to sacrifice the flavor for the easiness. I want to find good, easy recipes. This is my first time trying this, so I will give you my honest feedback at the end. But let's dive right in and get this going and layer this in the crock pot. Step one, you are going to want to spray the crock pot all the way around the edge so that nothing sprays with vegetable or cooking canola oil, whatever you have on hand. Then I am starting with a jar of roasted garlic, Classico. I have tried this before and I really like it. So I am just going to cover the bottom of the pan with this and spread it out to make sure it's evenly covered the bottom. I'm also taking onion powder and gonna layer it all the way across the top of each layer of sauce. I'm also gonna take some garlic powder and do the same thing. And I'm gonna take a little bit of basil. Oh, that's a little too much, so I'm gonna scoop some of that out. If this ever happens, no big deal. What you do is just scoop out the pile of the seasoning. That way you don't have a bunch. So I scoop that out and I'll just set this aside. Now I am taking the box of ziti. I got 2 boxes so that I can make this again because I have a feeling I'm gonna like this. So I'm gonna be taking about half of the box. I think I might do a little less because I'm gonna do more layers. It calls for 2 layers, but I'm gonna try to do 3 layers of everything. Okay, so now I layered dollops of ricotta all over the top, and now I'm gonna sprinkle some mozzarella cheese right here. And then I am going to repeat and just pour this over the top of that extra sauce that had the spices, and put that right there. And now I'm gonna repeat the same thing with more pasta. Now we're gonna do more pasta on top. And what's great is it does not have to be perfect. Okay, I've now repeated. I've added more sauce, more pasta, more ricotta, and more cheese. And now I'm gonna repeat the process again. And I am going to be using tomato basil instead of the roasted garlic so that I get a good combo of both of these sauces together instead of just one. All right, now we're going to, ooh, this is going to be good because it's adding a little chunk. Yummy, that's going to be good. So just kind of layer that. More pasta. One more layer is added. I'm also adding seasoning to each layer. I forgot to mention that. Adding garlic powder to each layer and onion powder to each layer. A little bit more. There we go. We're gonna do one more layer of sauce. And we're gonna do the last bit of pasta. Now for the top, I just did a couple scoops of ricotta because I didn't want a bunch at the top. And then I am going to take the rest of this sauce and completely pour it over the top. It also doesn't say this in the recipe, but I always like to just take water and rinse out the remaining bit of sauce and kind of pour that water on top of the pasta dishes. That way you're using all of this, but also getting a little water for the pasta to soak up as well. Now I'm just pouring the little bit left of the sauce over here. Also going to do a little bit more garlic powder and onion powder on top. If I had fresh garlic on hand, I'd probably add some fresh garlic too, but I just don't have any. I forgot to order it. And now I'm also going to put some extra mozzarella and some Parmesan on top. So I just added the mozzarella on top. Instead of adding the Parmesan right now, I'm gonna wait and grate this and add this in later when I go to add in the meatballs, because I'm not gonna add in the meatballs right now. You could add in the meatballs right now and let it cook, but to give the meatballs more flavor, I'm actually gonna saute these in a pan with a little oil and salt and pepper just to give them a little flavor. And then I'm gonna pour these on top of this right when this is about to be done. And when I pour the meatballs on top, I'm then gonna take Parmesan and put Parmesan on top as well. So now I'm just gonna take this lid and I'm just gonna stick the lid on here. Oh, we got some stuff on here. So now I'm just gonna stick this lid on here. And I did 3 hours and 30 minutes because I wanted to give myself, 15 minutes or so to prep this on video and show you. So you're gonna cook this on high for 3 to 4 hours or on low for 4 to 6 hours. So I'm doing it on high for 3 hours. So I'm just gonna set this now. Wow, my crock pot really needs to be wiped down. It's dirty. I use it a lot. So now I'm just basically gonna put the lid on, make sure it's secure. There's no holes in it. If there's any holes or air leaking, it won't cook. So make sure the lid is secure. And now we're just gonna set it and forget it for 3 hours. So now I am heating up a pan. I am about to add some vegetable oil to the pan.
Why?
Because I'm gonna use some vegetable oil to cook the meatballs. And those are gonna go in the oven. So now I'm gonna throw some of these in some oil with some garlic. So now I am just moving these around. I realize I forgot to add the sauteed garlic in, but that's okay. I'm just gonna sear up these meatballs and get them nice and brown and crispy around the edges so that they have a good texture when I pour them on top of the pasta. Oven is preheating. We are about to stick these New York breadsticks. I haven't had these in forever. I don't usually buy these, but tonight I wanted some kind of garlic bread, and we don't have good garlic bread where we live. Like, we just don't have good sourdough bread. So I figured I'm just gonna go with these, make it easy. Breadsticks are on my favorite Hong Bake baking sheets, and now they are about to go in the oven at 425. Watch out. Okie dokie, the crock pot has been going for 4 hours. I ended up adding an hour because I wanted to give it a little bit more time. Now it's been on warm. Ooh, look at that. All right, let's dig into this. Ooh, look at that. Thank you, Sophia. That's a lot, maybe a little too much for them. Thank you. Do a little bit less for Sophia. Thank you, baby. Breadsticks look perfect. And we got the meatballs over here. Right here, look at all those meatballs. Yummy.